Have you noticed, like, over time that it's really, like, if you don't advocate for yourself, no one else will, really, because they don't know what you need?
Welcome back to the Sideline Spill. This is Monica.
This is Heidi.
And Sabrina.
And today we are going to do a special episode. We're going to interview our co-host, Heidi.
I'm sorry, guys.
So Heidi, tell us about yourself.
Okay. So I am a wife of 20 years just recently. My husband and I are high school sweethearts. I'm a mom of 3. I have 2 daughters and my boy Roman, which you guys have heard about quite a bit.
You better name drop those daughters or they're going to make you pay later.
This is so true. So my oldest is Mariah, and then my middle daughter is Isabella, and they are 10 months apart to the day. I am going to school full-time online to be a social worker eventually. Right now, I work for the county as a social service aide. That's a little bit about me.
That's the Cliff Notes, correct?
Yeah, exactly.
There's so much more substance to you, but
Yeah.
So Heidi, beside obviously Monica and myself, what words do you think some of your other friends or family would describe you as?
Sassy.
Absolutely.
Loyal. Procrastinator.
I like the honesty.
And I'm compassionate. Was it only supposed to be 3 words?
Can I add a word?
Okay.
Fashionable, of course.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure when I chat GPT'd those cute little things I sent you guys earlier, it actually came up with something for Heidi, and it's the glam, the sass, the class. That's Heidi.
Oh my gosh.
It's so you.
So perfect.
Thanks, chat.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I added some in there. It just helped me compose it.
Thank you.
I named off like 20 things. And then I wanted it to be like catchier. So
I love that.
if someone first met you, what do you think their first impression of you would be? And it can be positive, negative, maybe what you've heard over like the past or in high school or.
I don't know. It's hard to say. Like, I think right now when I think about maybe my clients meeting me for the first time, empathetic is a word that I would use.
Mm-hmm. And what do you think that means? I know what it means, but to them, what do you think that means for them?
So I think that could mean different things to different people. But specifically, again, for my clients, I think it would be listening, allowing them to have a voice without judgment, and then be willing to walk beside them through whatever that is and allow them to feel the feels. And yeah, like I said, not judge them for it.
Okay. Yeah. I love that.
So Heidi, tell us a little bit about you growing up. What were you like?
I was shy growing up, very shy.
I find that hard to believe.
Yeah.
No, I was very shy. Like in class, I was always like the class helper, the teacher's pet. Yeah. Honestly, like I didn't like getting in trouble in class. I definitely was a rule follower for the most part, and maybe until I hit like my teen years, that's when kind of things changed.
Well, tell us about those teen years.
Yeah, so I did all the fun things, sneaking out and having a few drinks with my friends, and maybe a few illicit drugs as well. But it's kind of funny. Even through all of that, I always felt like I had a good head on my shoulders. Like I was always like the mom of the group, even when I maybe wasn't in the best state of mind because of the alcohol or whatever was going on. I was still always like the mom and always like looked at like the what ifs and looked ahead to try to keep everyone out of trouble. I mean, thank goodness I did not get in trouble like by the law or anything when I was younger, and then also I would feel really guilty even when, like, if I would lie to my parents, I would have to tell them immediately like the next day. Yeah, and I did it.
Just fall on the sword.
Yeah.
Do you think that I know a little bit about you growing up and stuff and how you kind of felt like you didn't have a voice early on? Yeah. Do you think that maybe that's why you kind of rebelled a little bit more in your teen years, or did you just want to have fun, or what do you think the reasoning was?
I think I was the youngest of three, right? My brothers were 12 and 11 years older. No, 12 and 10 years older than me, something like that. So I always wanted to be an adult way too young. You know, I saw them going out and partying and doing their things, and I wanted to do the same thing they did. And, you know, I wasn't sheltered from it all. I would like watch my nieces and nephews while my brothers went out, and I knew what they were doing. So I think I just wanted to be a part of it. And, yeah. I think I just wanted to grow up too fast.
Yeah.
Was the problem.
Okay.
Don't do it.
So we know that you're working towards being a social worker now as an adult, but growing up, what were your dreams as far as what you wanted to grow up to be?
Oh my gosh. Honestly, I think a mom was my first thing that I wanted to be. I knew I wanted to have a career, but I started having kids so young too that like I never really had a chance to really dream past just being married and having kids. Like that's all I really thought about.
Yeah.
Honestly, it took me until just now to really figure out what I wanted to be when I grew up. I went through a lot of different stages. Even now, it was really funny. I saw an old friend at my brother's barbecue the other day, and she had mentioned the podcast, and she's like, "Oh, Heidi's on to another adventure." And I'm like, "Yeah," and I didn't know how to take that.
Yeah, is that a backhanded compliment?
Or not, you know?
Yeah.
I think she meant it as a compliment, but in my head, it took me a second to be like,
well, what's wrong with exploring too, you know? Like,
yeah.
What if something did catch your interest more than anything else, and you just, you thrived and it really pulled who you were out?
Yeah,
absolutely.
And I think each adventure that I have been on, like, taught me something. And I felt like I was meant to be there and do what I was doing at the time. So
I like that.
I'm not worried about it.
Do you look back and regret anything?
This is hard to say. I do not regret my kids one bit, right? And obviously, if I didn't have them at the time I had them, they wouldn't be who they are. But I would recommend that people, you know, I mean, you're never going to be 100% ready for kids, right? But my husband and I, again, we're so young. I feel like we should have waited a little bit longer to start a family and allow each other to grow up a little bit more and enjoy each other. I mean, we had been together like 3 or 4 years before we had kids. But again, we were like teenagers, so we were still growing. So I wish we would have had more time alone to be able to learn each other a little bit more, and then also like have time to travel or whatever it is. I don't know if it's really a regret. It's just something that was a challenge. That was a challenge. Yeah.
So for people listening, how old were you when you had your first?
I was pregnant at 17, had her at 18. Okay. And then again, like 2 months later, found out I was pregnant with Isabella.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that came as a little bit of a surprise.
Oh my gosh. I was actually at the doctor to get birth control when I found out I was pregnant with Isabella. So I was by myself. James wasn't even there. And, you know, the doctor starts asking you all the questions like, are you having these feelings? And I was like, no. He's like, well, here's the news. And I about crapped my pants.
How did you feel in that moment other than
scared? Well, scared and nervous. And also, you want to know honestly how I felt is I'm going to have to go home and tell my mom. Well, yeah, because we were living with my mom at the time, you know, and James was working, so she never helped like support the kids. We always, you know, had money to support them, but we were living under their roof. So it's like, here we go. Here's another kid to add to the bunch, you know? Yeah. So That was hard. That was hard. Side note, James happened to be, he did a bunch of odd jobs at that age, and he happened to be on a tractor of all things that day. And I remember when I called him, all of a sudden I heard the phone, like it went off, and he like dropped the phone when I told him.
Oh,
It was just,
he was shocked as well.
He was shocked as well, yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I bet that house got real small real fast.
Yes.
With all of you guys there.
Yes. And I was pregnant both times in the summer, and my parents only had a swamp cooler.
Oh man, done that when I was pregnant. Not fun.
Oh.
Swamp cooler in Red Bluff should not be a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should not be a thing. So I just remember like bouncing on one of those balls, you know?
Yeah.
Those exercise balls, spraying myself with like water bottles because I was so hot and sweaty and felt gross.
Besides your family, did you have any friends that stuck around with you while you had your babies?
Yes.
Okay.
So one of my best friends growing up, shout out to Kelsey if you're listening. Her and I met when I was like 10. She lived in the neighborhood, and we were all very close, her and her sister and I, growing up. And she actually ended up marrying my brother.
Oh.
So that's a whole nother story. But so she, you know, was my best friend, but also my sister-in-law. So and then
cool.
she ended up getting pregnant pretty close after I did with Isabella. So we were pregnant at the same time. So that was kind of fun.
I bet.
Yeah. But I mean, other than that, no.
Yeah.
But I didn't have a lot of like she was really like my main friend. I think
Okay.
we've kind of talked about this.
Yeah.
Like,
You felt like you had to have one friend.
I had that one friend and her and her sister, we were all pretty close. And again, she like lived in the neighborhood, and it was just kind of like
Yeah.
the hood friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who do you think had the biggest influence on you growing up?
That is a good question. I would definitely say my mom. My mom did when I was younger. Like, I always looked to her as like she was perfect when we were younger. I'm not saying that she isn't now, but like, you know, when you're younger, you're very naive. You don't know all the things that's happened or it's gone on. And I always strive to be her growing up. And then once James and I were together, I really feel like he had a really big impact on me. He's been an inspiration for me, like to go back to school and stuff, because I've watched him push through, having kids and doing all that and working 2 or 3 jobs to provide for us. And, so he was a big inspiration for me once I was a little bit older.
So speaking of James, how did you guys meet?
Oh my goodness. Okay, we're gonna
Sneaking
go there.
out?
We're going there.
No. So this is actually a really funny story. Have I told you how we met?
I don't think so.
I've
I
told
don't-
you. Haven't I? Okay,
I don't
anyways.
know.
We'll see
We'll
if
see,
I
yeah.
remember.
So we both, again, we were young. So 15 and 16 is when we met. We were both homeschooled at the time.
Oh.
And this is when, AOL was real popular back in the day.
Oh,
Age,
you
sex,
have told me
location.
this. Yes.
ASL. And so we both had like messaged each other, and I really loved his profile picture, but he always gives me so much crap because I looked at his picture, not his like name, but his name was Stay at Home Dad. He was on his dad's account. I didn't realize that. So I just looked at the picture, but he always gives me so much crap because he's like, "You're looking for a stay-at-home dad at 15?"
Yeah,
Like, what are you
exactly.
Oh my
doing?
gosh, that's funny.
Yeah, so talk about lying to your parents, which this one I did hold on to for many years. My mom just recently found out about this, but I had told my mom because I had a friend that lived in Winters. My husband lived in Sacramento, and I told my mom that my friend in Winters wanted to hook me up with some guy that she knew. And so that is how I was allowed to actually talk to him on the phone without my mom being like, who are you talking to? You know? And so the first time we decided to meet in person, my mom was actually with me. He was a manager at Jim Boy's Tacos in Folsom.
Shout out to Jim Boy's.
I know.
Great
so
tacos.
good.
Tacos.
That's where I've had my first Jim Boy's Tacos was with him. Didn't even know who they were. And so we kept in contact on phone, and our first like actual date since we live so far apart was at the state fair in Sacramento. And he literally asked me to marry him at 16. No ring or anything, but it was like, if I asked you to marry me, would you marry me? I'm like, yeah. And that was his proposal.
Oh, that's
Was
cute.
there a different proposal later on, or was that the proposal?
That was it.
Oh,
That
I
was
love
it.
that.
That's funny. I love
And
that.
I give him so
cute.
much crap for that, but
Yeah.
but looking back on it now, like that's you're 16, like what are you gonna do, right? Yeah, so and then he joined the military, which was really hard for me. He tried to actually like break up with me for a minute because he was worried that I didn't want to wait for him. And we didn't talk for like a couple months before he left. And this is really cool. Talk about corny. I sent him like a mix CD.
Back in those days.
Yeah. And I didn't just send it to him. I sent it to his work because I knew he worked a lot. I can't believe I did that, thinking about that
That's
now.
so cute, though.
And not only was
pretty
it
creative.
a mix CD, but I was like singing in the background. Like you can hear me singing on it, you guys. So
Oh my gosh.
cringe.
Oh, that's cute,
So
though.
cringe. No, it really.
I think there's some tapes out there of me singing Britney
right.
Spears or something. So I relate.
All right. So that's fun to hear that background. That was cute.
That was cute.
Some of that I knew, some of that I haven't heard yet. So that was kind of fun. What's one thing that marriage has taught you in your, how many years now?
20.
20 years.
Marriage has taught me how to be flexible.
In what way?
That's not what I meant, lady.
I think you're rubbing off on us a little bit.
Yes.
Okay,
It's called the Heidi effect.
Right. Oh
This
my
is
God.
totally standing.
Better. Okay, let me rephrase that. It has taught me to compromise. Is that a better word?
Love it.
Okay. Because if we don't compromise, well, usually it's James doing the compromising. Let's be real.
I was actually going to ask you, like, who do you find compromises more, and is it a problem?
No, James compromises a lot for me.
Okay.
I mean, we both do, but I feel like I will just admit, like, he does more of the compromising. But I mean, as in our marriage, I will say, and earlier in the years, I did more of the compromising because he was gone a lot. So I was home with the kids all the time, never really got a break, right? And so I didn't get to have friends. I had friends, that sounds bad, but I had to.
Did you not make time for yourself?
Yeah, exactly. I did not make time for myself at all. Like I just completely let myself go for the longest time. So, but as I've gotten older and I realize how important that is, that's something I don't allow myself to compromise anymore.
Yeah.
Good.
And he's okay with that.
Good for you.
So it sounds like maybe the first half was you compromising more, second half James.
Yeah.
And then maybe after all kids are gone, maybe it's just going to be 100.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like back and forth.
Well, yeah, and he tells me like it's my turn because he got to go to school and do all the things, have the career. And some days I'm like, man, I really wish I would have not waited so long because here I am now, like wishing I was so much further in my career, right? And wishing I was making more money and all the things, but it'll come with time, and I just have to be patient. But it's really,
In
hard.
5 years, you're probably going to be like, wow, that flew by.
Yeah,
Here I am.
for sure.
Here's my reality, and you're doing the thing.
Yeah. On that book, Let Them.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It is.
It's so good.
So good.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys haven't read it or listened to it, you have to because it's amazing.
Yeah. It's a constant in my house.
Mm-hmm.
It's like almost a reminder because I lived so long
Mm-hmm.
not. And so it's like, that's why I was like telling you guys,
Yeah.
you guys need to.
I actually shared it with the coworker today.
And spread like wildfire.
Yeah.
Now.
And she's like, man, I need that in my life. And I'm like, honestly, it really is.
Mel, if you're listening,
Yeah.
you could sponsor this podcast.
You don't even have to sponsor it. Maybe come on the
Maybe
podcast.
just come here with us.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So, not to get too deep, but what's the hardest part about being married, or what's been the biggest challenge?
Compromising.
Well, that's fair. That's fair.
That's fair. Valid.
I think the hardest part right now that I can say has been just us growing up together.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we have tried really hard to keep our marriage solid, and the last couple years has been really hard. We just had some one of our daughters has had some like health issues and has needed a lot of my attention. And even though she's an adult, like I still felt like I needed to be there for her. And I felt like that put a little strain in our relationship. And not that it's Mariah's fault whatsoever. That's for James and I to figure out. I would never blame her for anything, but it's just something that we hadn't dealt with. And so we did not know how to deal with it together. We were dealing with it separately instead of coming together as one and talking it out. And there was just like some resentment going on between the both of us. You know, him feeling like I was kind of leaving him behind and me feeling like I was kind of dealing with it by myself. So
you guys weren't meeting each other's needs where you needed it.
Right.
Kind of like love language in a sense.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
You could feel loved one way, but he's showing you in a different. So kind of the similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
makes sense.
So
Especially when you haven't dealt with something before.
yeah, I mean, dealing with a child with any kind of issue going on always puts a strain, I think, because there's always that one parent that kind of does more because they have to. Like, you know, James, he's the breadwinner, so he has to be at work and he has to do all the things. And it was just a struggle because, you know, I was just started this new job back in 24 and, you know, I'm like, no, this is my time.
Yeah,
And
that's okay.
feeling the need to have to take that time away from myself or work or whatever was hard, but we got through it.
Have you noticed, like, over time that it's really, like, if you don't advocate for yourself, no one else will, really, because they don't know what you need. So, like, seeing you say, it's my time is actually a very good way and a very stern way to say, I'm advocating for myself. This is what I need.
Yeah.
So I really admire you for doing that and standing your ground and saying it's my time.
Thank you. Yeah, I feel like as I've gotten older, like transparency is like my theme word, I think. I just feel like if we're not transparent with each other, then how do we expect anyone else to be real with us? I think that so many times people are trying to just make everyone happy. And we've talked about that. But then what happens to you? You know, you kind of get lost in it if you are not telling people what you need. But then we get mad when people don't understand what we need. It's like, well, we didn't tell them. So I really, that's just kind of been like that's been my growth as I've almost in my 40s. That's where I feel like I'm trying to like grow and
I think a lot of it's about just honest communication too. I mean, just different words for the same thing, right? But I think in any relationship, just being able to be honest and say what you mean and mean what you say and say what you need.
I think it's so important.
Well, I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I appreciate
You
that.
inspire me to not just be more transparent or honest, but also just believe in what I'm saying. Like you're like, it's my time. And you believe it, you feel it, you're doing it. So that definitely inspires me to do the same when I know I need or want something. So I love that.
Well, what is the best advice that you could give to someone about marriage?
I think to, again, like we were just saying, to be open and honest with one another about how you're feeling, because resentment is really easy to creep up in a marriage if you're not. And I think being best friends is really important. Being able to know that you can talk to your spouse. Have I always been there with James? No. But I know that's what I strive for.
Mm-hmm.
And if they tell you their needs are not being met, don't brush it off. Like, really listen and hear that and ask. You're telling me your needs aren't being met, but what exactly do you need? As I would want, him to do for me. So
Love that. So you said when you were younger, you wanted to be a mom.
mm-hmm.
What is your most favorite thing about being a mom now?
Oh my gosh. I think right this second is my relationship that I have with each of my kids are so different.
Mm-hmm.
With Belle, she's my sassy, fun goofball who I can, be silly with. Mariah, she is Mariah, and I love her so much. She is a cuddler, and she loves like hugs and attention, and I'm so grateful for that, because I feel like when they were younger, I didn't have enough time for each of them because they were so close in age. Like, I feel like it was just hard to have that one-on-one time with them. So now that they're older, it's really nice to be able to have that with her. And then Roman. Oh, Roman.
Smartass.
He is a smartass, but I love his drive. He motivates me too. I love obviously watching him play soccer. It's something I look forward to every week. And yeah, I think to answer the question, I think my most favorite part is having individual relationships with each of them, and they're all so different.
Which parent does each child remind you of the most between you and James?
Oh, Mariah's James, 100%. Belle is me, but also has James in her too. And Roman is James, 100%.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Although I feel like as he's gotten older, he is a little bit more compassionate than James was as a younger kid. James has gone better as he's gone older, but he'll tell you this isn't anything he doesn't know. He was not a compassionate person when we were teenagers. He was just like, suck it up.
Yeah.
So what part of motherhood surprised you the most? You became a mom real young, but you looked forward to being a mother someday, and then you stepped into it, and I'm guessing there were some surprises along the way.
Well, I think, again, with each of the kids, it was different surprises. Mariah was very shy when she was younger, so it was just like, she wouldn't talk to anybody, which I guess is good now, stranger danger, right? But it would drive me crazy. She would just be like, and I didn't know how to react to it. It actually would like make me mad instead of just be like dealing with it. And Belle, she would get in trouble all the time at school, basically from preschool till she graduated. She was our problem child. So
was it like class clown get in trouble, or more like
naughty?
She was naughty.
Oh, that's a good way.
She was
You
naughty.
can leave it at that.
Yeah.
We'll use our imagination.
Yeah. She just really tended to need to have that social life at school more so than there to learn. I mean, a lot of them do, but hers was like excessive. And so, like, yeah.
Gotcha.
She had a lot going on.
And Roman,
I don't know. I don't feel like I've had really any big surprises with him yet. I hope I don't have to. It was really funny. He got a phone call earlier, and James was like, a girl just called and he ran upstairs. And I was like, what? James was trying to get me going.
Yeah. Oh, it wasn't.
It wasn't actually a girl.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, who is it? And I was like, Roman, who are you talking to?
That's funny.
And he's like, Azir? And I'm like, let me see. And he showed me. He's like, you want to say hi? And he's like, what do you think, I was talking to a girl? I'm like, yes.
That's funny.
But anyways, yeah.
I don't want them to grow up too fast, and I'm secretly looking forward to it as well.
Right?
You know,
It's like
in a weird
balance.
way.
Yeah.
I just want to hear all the gossip.
So, what's something that you swore you would never do as a parent, but you have actually done it and you hate it?
Oh, that's good. Curse at my kids.
Okay.
I hate that I have to admit that, but when they were in the end, when they were young too, I would just be so overwhelmed. Like I would say naughty things, and that's probably why they both have foul mouths now, right? Like whatever, it is what it is. But I can't go back now. I did things differently with Roman, but yeah, I think that is. I hate that I could even admit that, but I hear parents do it now, and it drives me crazy. I'm like, why are you talking to your child like that? You know, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I think I sounded like that.
At least you can admit it.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Do you feel like you were a whole different parent with the girls versus Roman? Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they're not super far apart, but they are about 7 years. And 7 years in your 20s is a big difference.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you grow up a lot. And then also we've seen, I love you girls if you're listening, you're probably not, but we've seen what we didn't want to happen.
Yeah.
Right? Like we knew we made mistakes and we were like, okay, let's try it differently this time because obviously we did something wrong. Not that they were horrible kids, right? Like they weren't horrible kids, just for our expectation of what we wanted to see them be as like human beings. We felt like we needed to do something differently. And I mean, obviously Roman isn't perfect either, and there's been things I would go back and change with him now that I'm older, right? Like I would do things differently again if I had to start all over again. So
every kid's different though, so you know it's kind of hard because you know if you try to go into it thinking like I'm going to fix all these things that I did wrong,
right,
but very different things will come up with each one of them.
Yeah,
right?
that's very true. Yeah. Parenting's hard.
Yeah. How has been the relationship between the kids with such a big gap?
That's a good question. So as when they lived in the home with us, they did not have a good relationship with Roman. But I also feel like they had a little bit of jealousy with him because we did do a lot of like the sports things. They tended to be jealous of Roman because of us taking him to sports things, even though if they would have done, Belle did sports growing up too. She played basketball and we did all the things. We put her in AAU and, you know, but she just it didn't last. Like COVID hit and she was kind of done with it until high school. So, you know, I always tell her like, if you would have stuck it out, we would have been doing the same thing with you. And then as they got older, or now that them not being in the house, it's actually really cute. They come over and they like give them a hug and they might still say like silly or rude things to him, but it's more of like a sibling relationship rather than like a resentful relationship.
Yeah, good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
So through all of the challenges that you've dealt with from childhood, young adult, motherhood, being a wife, what challenge are you most proud of overcoming?
Oh, that is deep, guys. That is deep. Honestly, I think that my marriage has been the most thing I'm proud of that we have stuck it out all these years. We've been through a lot. And as much as you girls know, I complain about him sometimes. I really am proud of how far we've come and just the relationship that we're trying to continue to build and work on.
So for yourself then, what's something that you're still working on personally?
I think learning how to balance life right now between work and school and family and all the things. I think learning how to balance all of that and still make myself a priority. And as we've talked about, I am doing that, but that is going to be like something I'm going to have to continue to work on all the time.
What advice would you give to your younger self?
stop trying to grow up so fast. Like, be a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I would have allowed myself to be a kid for longer.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, James and I have talked about this before. Like, you know, we never got to do the whole like roommate thing and live on our own without our children.
What do you want people to remember about you?
I want people to remember how I loved, how deep I loved, and that I could and would always be a listening ear for them, and would never allow them to go through an issue on their own.
Mm-hmm. So as we start to come to the end of the Heidi questions, we have a little bit of a rapid fire for her. So I'm just going to start it off with, what's your favorite movie?
Honestly, can I be completely honest? I don't really have a favorite movie. Okay. I just like things that make me laugh. Okay. If it will make me laugh, I'll watch it.
What's the favorite vacation you've ever taken?
Am I allowed to say New York?
Yes, it's practically an obligation.
Yes, because I think it's mine too.
Me three.
If you won 10 million tomorrow, what's the first thing that you would do?
I would buy a house, buy a car, and then take all of us on a vacation to Paris.
Ooh.
When you say all of us,
no, I mean all of us.
Do you mean like all the Fab Five too?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
So
how about we just lock in and make a deal now that if any of us become millionaires overnight, or just at some point, we're all taking a huge trip wherever.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm down.
Okay. What is one thing on your bucket list?
A trip to Italy with my girls.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
That does sound very fun.
Pasta.
Shopping.
All right. Are you an early bird or a night owl, Heidi?
Oh, early.
Sweet or salty?
Depends on the time of the month.
That's a good answer.
Both.
Text or phone call?
It depends on who is trying to text and call me.
Okay. Coffee, tea, or me? No, I'm just kidding. Coffee or tea?
Coffee for sure.
Okay.
Are you an introvert or an extrovert?
I would say extrovert for the most part.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
I would agree too. What's your favorite season?
Summer, 100%.
Same.
Well, yes.
I do love fall.
I love
You do too, huh?
Yeah.
Yes, I knew it.
Yeah, I love me some pumpkin spice lattes.
yes.
Oh, PSL.
Yeah. I'm a basic bee.
Yeah, I'm proud of it too.
Yeah.
So,
We're going to have some good sideline sips in the fall, guys.
heck yeah.
Hot drinks. Yum. What's one word that you would use to describe your current season of life?
Tired. Don't use that. Don't use that.
That's an honest answer, but
It
please
is.
feel free to give us more.
Fulfilled.
One more question, because I need this as some info and inspiration. What is your top pick for your favorite coffee drink?
So my everyday, my go-to would be the shaken espresso, brown sugar shaken espresso, right? But I love me a s'mores frappuccino from Starbucks.
Why didn't they have that last year?
I don't
It's
know.
so weird.
And I saw
It's
that
so
they're
good.
coming out with it again this
Are they?
year.
Thank
yeah, but
God.
it's not like very long though, so you have to do it like
Well, tell me
quickly.
when.
And
me too.
And did you know that they're coming out with the bear with the soccer ball head?
No.
Yes.
Okay, we got to
When?
get on that pre-order.
For I don't know when. I'm hoping it actually comes to US. I don't know if it's going to come to the US,
Aw,
but yeah.
that's fun.
Oh, so you're just getting our hopes up.
Yeah,
Great,
sorry.
thanks.
I just thought about that after I said it.
Okay. If you had to choose a mantra for how you live your life, what would you choose?
That's so good.
Like,
I want to hear it.
I don't know, you guys.
Okay, so we
That's
just did
hard.
this. We picked ours at home.
Did
And
you
we
actually?
we're going to write it down and put it in front of us. So
Okay,
I
I
love
might.
that.
I
I
might
think it's
have
great.
to get back to you on that because I don't know.
well, you know what? When we do the post for this episode, we
Yeah.
can put your mantra on there so you have 1 week.
Okay,
There
1
you
week.
go.
a little less.
Yes.
A little less.
Hey, well, stay tuned.
That's a good
guys.
question.
That is a really good question. So you guys better all think about that for you. Well, you already did, apparently.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not telling you guys either.
No.
I'm just kidding.
When we interview you, we'll get the scoop.
You're next.
Oh,
All right, guys. Well, I think it's time for us to wrap up our time. Thank you, Heidi.
thank you.
We're so proud of you, and we're so blessed to be your friend. And
Oh, ditto.
yes.
Thank you,
Looking forward to
guys.
many years of friendship ahead.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And if there is anything that you would like to know about Heidi, visit one of our social media and leave her a question.
And until next time,
See you on the sidelines.